Howdy y'all, name is Lance Swigert, and I was asked last week to do a short video about the product Open Broadcaster software. It's a software to help combine in a live streaming scenario different video sources, different camera angles. So just kind of wanted to walk you through it. I'm actually using the software now to create this video so you can kind of see what's going on. I'm going to transition over here real quick to a screenshot of my desktop. And so you can see here is the program. Let me get rid of this FaceTime camera. So you can see it's going to look kind of funny because it does a little tunnel effect thing on it because you're looking at the software. But you basically have two main windows. One window on the left hand side here is the preview. The window on the right hand side is what's actually being recorded, so that's the program. And then you have this area for settings down here. The scenes, you can create multiple scenes, and a scene incorporates can incorporate multiple sources. So like this, you can do picture in picture, or if you want just a single source on that, you could do multiple monitors. So you're looking at, so I can transition over to a second monitor. I can transition back. You can have multiple cameras. The scene, you put the sources inside of the scene. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a source real quick, or add a scene. We're just going to make this a video file. And then we're going to add a source to that video file. It's called a media. There's all kinds of different sources that you can use. You can display capture, which is what you're watching now. Media sources is kind of anything inside of that. Any kind of file. You can also do feeds from outside of the computer. But we're just going to add a video file in here. And so if I were to transition over to that video file, you'll now see the video will play through that. You have the audio mixer. You can bring in multiple audio tracks. You can adjust the levels of the input if you need louder, or if you need it softer, you can lower it. You can bring that to where it's where you want to see that level at all times. You have different types of fades. Then you can also control, you can do streaming. Oops, I didn't mean to start streaming. You can start recording, which is what I'm doing now. It's recording. You do have the studio mode, which is where you get the two screens. So with studio mode, you have both the preview and the program. If you're in the non-studio mode, all you see is the program, which is this right-hand side over here of your screen. You have the settings, which if I bring up the settings, you can basically, this is where you set your streams. You can go to Facebook Live, Twitch, YouTube, several different, all kinds of different places, live stream, or you can do custom streams. If you have a software that takes a RTMP stream, which is technical stream that's used a lot for webcasting, you can plug that in there. You give it the custom information. Where you can adjust your outputs, you can adjust your audio, you can adjust just about everything you want to adjust with the program, and it seems to be pretty easy to use. So it is free. It's called Open Broadcaster Software, OBS. The website is, let's just do this. So let's go back to my FaceTime camera, transition back to that. Actually, what we'll do is we'll go over to this second monitor. So you can see we're going to go to OBS project.com. You can download the software, and you can, for Windows, Mac, everything has a they have a version for it all. So hopefully this is kind of a quick tutorial. I understand it's quick. If you got any questions, kind of just play with it. There's tons of videos out onto YouTube. That's really how I learned. Just kind of messing around with it and seeing how things would work. It's a pretty easy software. There's plenty of knowledge into that program and pretty good experience. Lots of people using it for small projects, large projects, all kinds of projects. So if you got any questions, reach out to me. I'd be glad to help you out if you got some kind of questions, what kind of other hardware and software that I'm using for the product. So hopefully this helps you, gives you a little bit of an introduction of what it does and how it works. And if you got any questions, let me know. Y'all have a great evening.